Hai phơ tái có quay không? Có, ok. Con quay. Hai quay. Cảm ơn. I will try everything. So I try already dog meat, but if I go to some like local village and they invite me to eat this kind of food, then it's my problem. Like why I came there, you know? I have to respect the culture. So yeah, I will do it again if I need to do it for like a food review or something. But
Yeah, very foggy today, huh?
yeah, really foggy. This is September. September is foggy and you have rain. Yeah. But soon is the best time. October, November,
Okay.
and April and March. March and April are the best time in Vietnam.
Why is that?
And in the US, it's like you take your coffee and you go, right?
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah. So yeah, here it's more like the same culture as in France, where we just drink our coffee, we enjoy, and we don't go.
Americans need to learn a lot from maybe the Vietnamese, you know? Do you think the egg coffee is more of like a gimmick, less than a drink, or do you think like locals enjoy it too?
Okay, I will tell you the story of egg coffee.
Okay.
So basically, egg coffee was invented in Hanoi.
Okay.
Just 10-20 meters away from here.
Wow, so very special.
In this street.
Wow.
It was invented in this street. This is the egg coffee street.
When I say a white foreigner, guys, living in an Asian country that speaks a native language fluently, who comes to mind? Maybe me, right? Or maybe few other special souls. But I'm gonna go meet up with someone who has been living here, I'm not sure, for a while now. And he's just that, and speaks the Vietnamese language fluently, and has become famous here for that. And has garnered himself almost 1 million subscribers. Speaking the language and kind of hanging out with the locals, similar to what I do on my channel, guys. So I'm gonna go meet up with him now. He's gonna show me, I guess he said, a famous pho place, a place that is well known for pho. And then maybe grab a coffee after that, and maybe kind of get a sneak peek into his life as the, I guess, Cambo vlogs of Vietnam. But way more popular. He has way more subs than me. Am I jealous? Maybe a little bit. Nah, I'm just joking. All right, let's go meet up with him. All right, guys, I met up with Will. We're gonna go in and enjoy some pho. He says this is one of the best pho places. Nice to meet you, Will.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. I was telling them on the camera, this is kind of like I'm in Cambodia speaking fluent Khmer, and then I'm coming to kind of meet my counterpart here in Vietnam. Because Will, he's very fluent in Vietnamese, right?
Yeah, I mean,
and very popular here. Okay, I'll let you lead the way, because
let's go.
You're a local, yeah. Wow, this place is so famous that they have knockoff places. You come here a lot, I will?
No, actually no, but it's like famous food, so I can bring you here.
Well, that's when you... Okay, so let me introduce Will first. Yeah, I just have, what are you gonna have? I'll just have the...
So you can try the traditional one, I think. It depends what you want. Half done, well done.
Yeah, you do it, you pick.
For you it's okay? You can eat everything?
Yeah, it's okay, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take Thai then.
Okay.
The most famous. Hai phơ tái có quay không? Có, ok. Con quay. Hai quay. Cảm ơn.
Now let me introduce you first, guys. This is Will, and your YouTube channel is
We in Vietnam.
Will in Vietnam, yeah.
Yeah.
And I met Will through a friend of his.
Yes, that was living in Cambodia, right?
Yeah, which was it was so random. So if you guys haven't seen that video, it's titled "Random Day in Rural Cambodia," and I take his friend to like this random little town, and we go fishing. And I met him like 12 hours before that, and then I brought him to this like really hectic scene. Anyway, so that's how I met got connected with Will. But
Is it a food from Cambodia? This?
the baba, yeah. This is my, I guess, my merch.
How do you call this food?
Baba.
Kebab.
It's the congee, you know, the rice congee.
Yeah, the congee with like red meat.
No, the dry fish. The dry, in Khmer they say dry meat.
Chính xác. Mà hôm nay không quay. Rồi tiêu đồ ăn Việt Nam.
So, Will has way more subscribers than me, guys. I have like 100,000. This dude's at like 1 million. But when I was in Ho Chi Minh, I was talking to somebody about Cambodia, and then I was saying like, oh yeah, I speak Khmer and stuff, and he's like, oh, there's someone here in Vietnam, and then I showed him a picture of Will. And he's like, yeah, I know him. So over in Ho Chi Minh, he had a bunch of people. So it must be pretty common there now, right?
I mean, on TikTok, 3 million followers.
Yeah, there you go.
People know.
Big deal, right?
Yeah, but I mean, still the same. Like maybe people know you, you know, but
Yeah.
maybe they don't follow you. But they, like most people know me.
Right. Yeah. So how long have you been living in Cambodia? Yeah, Vietnam.
I need to go to Cambodia. I've never been. So you can see this is the traditional pho in Hanoi.
Yeah.
So it's a pho Thai. So you can see it's like the meat is just undercooked, like, and then it's gonna be cooked in the
Sure.
pot.
Yeah.
Then you have kwai.
Yeah.
So it's like a kind of donut, bread
Yeah.
donut that you
Yeah,
can
that
dip.
too, yeah.
You can dip in it, and you're gonna add lemon, chili. I don't know if you need chili, and of course garlic.
Sure,
I love
yeah.
garlic. I'm a garlic man.
French, right? Is that the thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have this all in Cambodia. I just like this one we call chak fry.
Chang kwai.
Chak fry. So this one would be chak fry, which maybe is like the Chinese name for it. I'm not sure. And then obviously you get the pho. Yeah, and you're right. Yeah, the broth is nice and hot, so you cook the meat and stuff like that. But how long have you been in Vietnam, so that to the point where you're able to?
It's a long story actually. First time I went to Vietnam is 2015,
Okay.
like a traveler.
Yeah.
And then I come back 1 year after to work there as an engineer.
Yeah.
And I stay 1 year as an engineer, and then I quit my job and just travel around again.
Yeah.
But I always come back to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Because I love the country, I love the food, and my friends, they all live there.
Yeah.
So I always come back, like every year. And then COVID happened,
Yeah.
and I was just coming to Vietnam 1 week before COVID, like locked down the country, you know?
So you kind of got stuck here.
Yeah, and then I started to do TikTok and YouTube. It's because like I love to create content,
Yeah.
and during COVID I have a lot of time, right?
Yeah.
So I started in 2020. I just do some content for fun, and then 1 year later, like it blew up. Suddenly I get like from maybe 10,000 followers to 3 million
Yeah.
after 1 year.
And you were on the Vietnamese TV and stuff, right? They had you speak in Vietnamese.
Yeah, I do TV show, I do acting, I do modeling. Yeah. So why did you start YouTube?
I guess you guys already know this, but I've been doing it for like 5-6 years, and I started just kind of mainly trying to share it with my friends in the U.S. But I grew up in Cambodia since I was 2 years old, you know.
So fluently.
Yeah, so it's kind of like my home, right? So it's been my home for a
Your
while.
family is in Cambodia.
No. Now they're all in the back in the U.S. But I have a wife and a baby in Cambodia. Yeah.
So my content is really different. It's like I introduce the food, but really fast.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And I also do vlog, but it's not my main content.
Yeah.
Master of short video.
It's nice, you know, it's so easy to market yourself too, like TikTok and stuff, right? It's short content.
Yeah, but it's honestly it's a skill because you learn it like from now. You know exactly, but you need to know how to like compress all the moments in a short video. And when I do also vlog, long video, I have the time to explain the ideas, explain the food. But in a short, you don't have time.
Yeah.
You need to show like the moment, the food, the emotion, what the food you add in the pot, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
No, you're right, and I think maybe that's why I do long format, because I'm very bad at editing, so I'll just like go through and I'll
Yeah,
cover it.
when it's like flow. Where you edit with what, like Premiere or CapCut or
Final Cut.
Final Cut?
But it's overkill because I just cut, and I don't use any of the tools, you know? Ok អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាគាត់ហ្នឹងគឺជាដូចខ្ញុំដែរក្នុងវៀតណាមហើយគាត់ចេះនិយាយវៀតណាមច្បាស់ដូចខ្ញុំនៅដូច Cambo vlogs ឡើងគាត់នាំខ្ញុំមកញ៉ាំហ្វឺហ្នឹងវាស្តៀងដូចនំពេញដែរវាអត់មានខុសគ្នាហ្មងណា
It's something always like talking about like because I see many food reviewers when they come, they don't know what to eat, you know, right?
Sure.
And you stay in a quarter, so you don't go around like you don't have a motorbike or something.
Yeah.
So it's like you pay the price of a quarter.
I was actually I'm happy that you brought this up because I was going to ask you. I went to the Bun Cha Obama yesterday. Just
It's
that's
too
like
fancy. It's too fancy now.
too fancy and too like bougie, right? But
You see the Obama?
yeah, everywhere. He's like a god there. And now it's like Buddha.
There's some table in there.
But what I was going to ask you is like, cause afterwards, because I've only had Bun Cha 2 or 3 times, there must be like some other places that are just as good, if not better. But this place just like blew up because Obama.
Yeah, they blew it and they doubled the price since Obama arrived. But I know a place in, I told you yesterday, but I know a place here in Dole Quarter that is actually a good deal and really nice.
Yeah.
And I recommend to everyone coming to Vietnam because it's easy, it's in a quarter. It's called Bun Cha Hang Quat. Really,
Bun Cha.
I can send you the address.
Yeah, just send me the address.
Really typical in a small Vietnamese alley. You can really like feel like the Hanoi atmosphere. You see how I feel?
Behind the scenes, huh?
Hoodie.
Okay, guys. So when I was in southern Vietnam, I was at this like farmer's house, and he was like cooking me some food. We were drinking, and then he had a pot of some meat on the stove. And I said, "Oh, what's that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's dog stew. Did you want to eat
Dog what?
Dog stew?" It's like dog stew. He's like, "Do you want to eat dog?" And I was like, "No, thank you." Like my wife won't let me. I use that as like an excuse, but I was like, "No way, am I eating it." Have you ever eaten dog?
Yeah, I eat already.
Yeah, is it good? It seems very lean, right? It's gonna be tough, right?
The thing is, me, I didn't know it was dog.
They tricked you.
So the story is like I love to go in the countryside in the mountain in the North Vietnam where it's like the tribes, and I went to this place where it was the first time they see foreigners coming to their village.
Okay.
So the chief of the village, he wants to make a big party for us. So I was with 10 Vietnamese. We were just driving motorbike and go there, and we have a big party where we eat like some frogs. We eat some baby frog.
Yeah,
you know, like the top before they come.
The tadpoles.
The tadpole, yeah. We eat this. We eat the salamander.
Yeah.
And we drink zero. And then there was one of the food I didn't know it was dog meat. And my friend didn't tell me, they teased me. And then they say, you just eat the meat, you know that? And I say, shit, why you didn't tell me? And I say, we just want to see your reaction.
So is that? Do you think that's like a part of a joke with a lot of?
Yeah,
it was like, oh, I want to make the foreigners eat the
and
dog.
I was really drunk. Actually, I drink a lot, and I don't really even remember.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, we arrive in this village, and there's like a lot of dogs outside of a village, like just living there, you know,
Right.
Not with any owner. And when they saw us, like 20 dogs came to us trying to bite our legs.
Yeah, they can smell you like you're a murderer.
Yeah, no. And then when I was with the chief of the village, he asked me, how do you think? I said, oh no, why you didn't tell me it's dog meat? And he said, it's okay, Will. It's not my friend dog. It's a dog sauvage, you know, forest dog. And I just got the image of 20 dogs like outside of a village in the forest.
You killed my friends.
It's gonna take one. They shoot one in the forest. I don't know.
So you were drunk, but would you ever go back and try it again without being intoxicated, or you think? Or?
I mean, if I'm in the local village and they invite me to try, I think as a respect, I will do it. I don't have any like. Of course, I will not eat a lot, but maybe I'll just try. I don't know. Sure.
Yeah, I understand. I think I'm gonna skip that one. I've eaten some very weird things, but yeah, I just thought I'd ask.
As a food reviewer, I will try everything. So I try already dog meat, but if I go to some like local village and they invite me to eat this kind of food, then it's my problem. Like why I came there, you know.
Yeah.
I have to respect the culture. So yeah, I will do it again if I need to do it for like a food review or something. But but I will not go by myself, eating there, you know. Something. Yeah, no, never.
Yeah. How do you know the Korea?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I've been. I know, actually never. Yes, Hong Kong. I want to go here.
Okay, let's go. Delicious food, Will.
So
you got one more place we're gonna go to. Where is
we're
it?
gonna try Cafe Chung egg coffee. Did you try?
No, I haven't tried.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Okay. We walk there, or we take your bike?
Alright, let's take my bike.
Okay.
I got a crazy story. Like I was in Haiphong, it's another city, and the police, they were stopping everyone, really all the streets, and they were testing the alcohol of people. Okay. You know, like I don't know how to say alcohol test.
Yeah.
And my driver, he drank because he was waiting us and he was drinking with his friends, and he didn't want to blow in the alcohol test, and the police was really angry. It's like blow, you know. And then he started to blow, and then he looked inside, and then he saw me. And I think he followed me, you know, he was one of my followers. And he said, oh, you Will from TikTok, you famous people. And I say, yes, nice to meet you, like just polite. And he didn't even check the result. He just said, okay guys, let's go.
Celebrity status.
And we just go, and I was like so shocked. I was like not expecting that. And my driver was like not understanding what's happening. It was so funny.
You see this, guys? I'm with a big deal here.
No, just the same.
I was the #1 expat celebrity here in Vietnam.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm still the same, but I was like, wow, I was really shocked, you know?
Yeah, that's very interesting. Very foggy today, huh?
Yeah, really foggy. This is September. September is foggy and you have rain. Yeah. But soon is the best time. October, November, and April and March. March and April are the best time in Vietnam.
Why is that?
No rain, sunny, and like not too hot, not too cold.
I see.
It's the best time everywhere in Vietnam.
Yeah, I kind of came during the rainy season. When I was down south, it rained every day. I could only go out for like a couple hours. Season. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll start filming when we get to the coffee shop. Let's go. Yeah, and also like a traditional inside of a traditional building, right?
Yeah, it's older. You want to sit outside or inside?
I think maybe outside's better, right?
Polite.
Yeah. You see it. So I'm guessing when you say egg coffee, it's literally just a custard, right? It's like custard on coffee.
We tried. First time.
Okay.
First time egg coffee, right?
Yes, first time. I don't think the title of this video is going to be first time egg coffee experience. It's going to be probably this guy speaks fluent Vietnamese or something like that.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'll let you order.
Well, now you have croissant. So you want egg coffee, right?
Yeah, that'd be nice. It's nice, guys. Wherever we go, I see a lot of people smiling. Big smiles around Will. I think they know who he is. And maybe they're... Are these for... I see. You can buy these.
You can take it and you eat it here.
Yeah.
Hi, Cafe Chu.
It's like the substitute for cigarettes, right?
Yeah. Do you have this in Cambodia?
Sunflower seeds?
Yeah, do you have it? Like when you go to...
Oh, no.
So what do you do like when you go coffee, right? There's coffee in
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. But the coffee isn't like, and I explained it to you guys, the coffee isn't like here. It's more like a Western style way of like you go to the coffee shop, maybe with your friend, you drink your coffee, hang out for a little bit, and that's it. There's no really like local coffee places where it's like lined up on the streets where people, it's like bars where you go to socialize. It's like coffee here is also like a way of socializing.
Socialize,
right?
yeah.
And so the whole social aspect is non-existent in
Actually, that's one of the big things I love in Vietnam.
yeah.
Because I'm a coffee lover.
Sure.
And when I was living in Paris, I used to go always to my coffee, you know, and drinking in the street also in Paris.
Yeah.
The little chair.
Is that influence? So is it, you think it's here is influenced
I don't
from
know
France?
if it's influenced from France, but we have the same culture. We go to the meal,
Yeah.
and then we go to coffee, or we go to coffee to hang out with our friends. And in Vietnam, it's the same.
Yeah.
And I really love this because, like, you know, like you just finish work or you just finish your meal. Let's hang out. Let's
Yeah.
go to drink some coffee and talk. You can see every time with the coffee they offer you some drinks.
It's very nice. Yeah,
So it can be some kind of tea, can be some kind of herbs tea. It's different kind of tea. This one is chada,
Yeah.
so it's a cold tea,
Chada, yeah.
and it's always included with the coffee.
Yeah.
And I found it like so nice. It's like welcoming, you know. Like,
Also, it helps. I noticed with like, is the coffee here so thick and rich and strong, right?
Yeah, it's
You can't drink it. It's kind of like watered down the flavor.
especially cafe chung, the egg coffee, you will see. It's,
Okay.
it's heavy.
Very thick. Right?
You okay with it?
Also, another thing that I love about Vietnam is these little alleyways. I think like every street, I could look down any alleyway,
Yeah.
and there's like a whole little community, right?
Yes.
And actually, we have a word in Khmer with these like backyard alleys we call Đường Hẻm, which I think might be stemmed from like the Vietnamese moving into the Cambodian culture and the cities, and they have these like back alleyways where they'd all hang out and they'd drink their tea and coffee. You know?
Okay.
But here it's just everywhere.
This
It's-
area, yeah.
Yeah, which is very cool.
I like this place. I know the owner. She's really nice. So yeah, I used to go to this place. I mean, I know so many coffee in Hanoi, so this place in El Quarter is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Otherwise, I have my favorite like in the north of Hanoi, where it's like in the. It looks like it's in the jungle.
Okay.
So it's like you feel like no noise, you know, you feel relaxing and you just drink the coffee.
Very cool.
So many places, and what I like also is like all the coffee, they have different atmosphere, you know.
Sure.
There are some is like really lively, some
Sure.
is really relaxing, some is like really for historical coffee shop. You have some like they have a specific design, some is like really modern design.
Yeah.
You really have different atmosphere and style of coffee. So you never get bored, you know. It's like you always try something new,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I have noticed that I've gone by a couple where it's like, oh, these people are really up there, right? The energy level, and then there's a couple places which I guess would fit more for me, like very monotone, just kind of like okay, calm and relaxing. Yeah.
some walking in a coffee.
Yeah.
And in the US, it's like you take your coffee and you go, right?
Yeah. Bum, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, here it's more like the same culture as in France, where we
Yeah.
just drink our coffee, we
Chill.
enjoy, and we don't go.
Americans need to learn a lot from maybe the Vietnamese, you know. What do you think? Like I know, it's like obviously you love living in Vietnam. What do you think? 'Cause I can think of some things that like maybe are difficult for me living in Cambodia, or some setbacks, or some struggles. What are some you think the pieces that maybe like you still can't get from Vietnam that you can get back at home in France?
I don't know, but for me it's just like to stay in Vietnam is difficult. I told you. Yeah, it's noisy in Vietnam.
That's why. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for example, the visa is difficult for people that are digital nomad or independent.
Right, because you need like a company's.
Yeah, you need to be with a company. It's like there's not the same system as in Thailand.
Do you think the egg coffee is more of like a gimmick, less than a drink, or do you think like locals enjoy it too?
Okay, I will tell you the story of egg coffee.
Okay.
So basically, egg coffee was invented in Hanoi,
Okay.
just 10-20 meters away from here.
Wow, it's a very
In
special.
this street.
Wow.
It was invented in this street. This is the egg coffee street. And
That's
so
very
why
cool.
they invented? So in the past they used milk. They used the milk coffee like we do in France. And then they got a shortage during the war, and some of the coffee shop they decide to replace the milk with egg. And they I don't know how to say, like they make it like
Custard.
yeah, they custard with
yeah.
like a cream.
Sugar and egg yolk.
Yeah, so you have sugar and egg yolk,
Yeah.
and you make it like really creamy. You can see.
It's like creme brulee, right?
Yeah, same,
Like
and
that.
it's really creamy. This is above, and under you have coffee.
Yeah.
And so every time I bring my friends the first time, they say, "Oh no, I coffee." They think it's just an egg
Yeah, but
adding
egg
in
in
a
a
coffee,
coffee.
right? But actually, it's close to I would say a cappuccino or something.
Sure.
It's like a creamy coffee, but this one is really creamy.
Yeah.
You can see the really creamy.
Oh yeah.
So you need usually to
fun.
switch. You need to switch to mix. There's
I
the coffee
see.
under. You see? This is coffee.
That's a very interesting story.
Yeah. So
And
that's how it was created, and then it become a thing. Yeah. Come on.
And also on the street.
It was in a coffee next to here,
Wow.
and they put it in cold water
Yeah.
because it's really hot.
Sure.
So I don't know exactly. Maybe some coffee expert will tell us, but I think it's to help a coffee to stay in shape or something. No?
Okay.
I think so. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, so I will not.
Guys, don't get angry at Will. If, that's not true, Will.
But it's always in
Sure,
cold
yeah.
water, and it's hot in the middle.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, very rich, very coffee. No egg like you guys are expecting. It's just, yeah,
It tastes like a creamy coffee.
that's right. Like you said, like a cappuccino, right?
Yeah.
Very thick cappuccino. Mm. Yeah, that's good. And so this you would have to kind of eat, you'd have to drink it, I guess, drink it with the spoon, right? Or sip it with the spoon. Or can you actually sip it with the cup too?
What do you mean?
Can you just lift up the cup and drink it? Or is it more, is it so thick
I
that...
know you can drink it like this.
Yeah.
You can drink this.
I see.
You can drink it like this.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. You can feel the coffee under.
I can, yeah. It's like a little shot of espresso. And then the rest
and
is
it's
all...
sweeter. It's
yeah.
like. Did you try other type of coffee in Vietnam?
No, I've been going to like the little places on the street, like the ladies here. Yeah.
There's two other coffee types you can try. Very, we call it Dak San, specialty of Vietnam. It's a Bạc Siu. So it's a coffee with condensed milk, and usually cold.
Okay.
It's usually cold. With ice, condensed milk and coffee mixed together, and sometimes a bit of milk.
I've had that one, yeah.
And the second time is café muet. So it's a salt coffee.
It's what?
Salt coffee.
Right, I've heard that one, yeah,
So
but I haven't had it yet.
the same. The first time people tell me you should try salt coffee, I thought it was like adding some salt, coffee, mix it.
Right.
Not at all. It's actually, do you know the Greek yogurt?
Sorry, what?
Do you see the Greek yogurt?
Yeah.
It's similar like a Greek yogurt. It's a kind of creamy yogurt, but it's a bit salty, like the Greek yogurt. So you feel the salt a bit, you know.
I see, yeah.
And then you mix it with a coffee and a bit of sweetness. And this is a café muet.
It sounds good, yeah. And they have them all throughout the city too, right? You just have to find the sign. It says cafe.
Cafézine?
How do you say it? Cafe.
Café muet.
Cafe Moy.
Salt coffee. The traditional café muet is from Hue City. But you can find it in Hanoi also.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, maybe that's who was telling me. I was on the train for like 2 days, so I was sharing a bunk with this Vietnamese dude. And when we went by Hue, I think he was telling me about the coffee. Yeah, the coffee and salt, yeah. That's good. He knows.
Yeah.
Okay, Will, what do we have
We
here?
got a gift. I never tried also. I don't know what is it. I'm gonna ask some friend. Hanoi? Kane Tenzi? Quat me. Cái này là vật quất và cái này là kem.
Lá xay.
Lá xay.
Bông bì lá xay.
Ah. Okay. So yeah, it's made with kumquat.
Kumquat.
And this is hong mi. Qua hong mi. Okay, it's a kind of flower. It's a kind of fruits.
Yeah.
Qua hong mi. I don't know in English.
What is this? Is it like ice cream or what is
Yeah,
this?
it's an ice cream with quat and qua hong mi.
Okay. Here,
Try.
mate. I'll try with this spoon. You can try with that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, guys. Oh wow, that's really good.
Very good?
Yeah, very
My
good.
first time too.
Okay.
Right.
It's very refreshing, right?
It's so refreshing.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
perfect with weather.
Also, after you had a sick egg coffee, it's very nice, right? Let me take one more bite of this. Yeah. It's very romantic, guys. Will and I are sharing an ice cream together. Yeah.
This is a kind of fruit. I don't know the name, but yeah, it's really common in Vietnam.
Well, I think I'm gonna end the video here, guys. I've had a nice chat with Will off camera as well, and clearly a man who loves Vietnam and has a lot of great insight in Vietnam. And if you guys want to see his life here, go check out his YouTube channel. But Will, thank you for showing me around, show me some pho, show me the egg coffee. And this is a special egg coffee place, guys. Like I was saying, it's on the street where egg coffee first originated from. But yeah, it's nice to finally meet. I know we chatted through Instagram maybe a couple months ago. I said, hey, maybe we can meet up and come.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, very down-to-earth guy, and I appreciate you showing me around. All right.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome in Vietnam.
Thank you, bro. All right, guys. Bye-bye.